Hello, I am Professor Suhan Chaudhary. We are already doing Levi-Strauss, and initially we have already dealt with five major points. One is structure is a model. Second is model has four characteristics. Third is four types of model. Fourth is structural linguistics, four characteristics, and fifth is analysis of principle. Here we'll be analyzing myths, structural analysis of myth by Levi-Strauss. All right, and then we'll analyze a particular myth. First, we'll deal with the features of a myth, and then we'll analyze a particular myth, Oedipus complex. Then we'll make it a model as he has analyzed. So, what is a myth? You understand a myth? Anything which is mythological or a storytelling, these are all myths. Like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and every religion has its own myth, origin myths. Then the love story myths, like a story of a princess, like this, or a prince. So the myth, the first characteristic is, first feature of myth is, some say myth is history. Some others say, well, it is false history, fallacious history. It is not history. Things which have taken place are not reality. But people say, but Levi-Strauss says that uh, what is a myth? On or observable reality. Myth is supposed to be reality. Unobservable reality is expressed in terms of observable category. Like these days, it is said Pushpak Viman. Now Pushpak Viman is of the myth. Now they're comparing with a jet, 400 miles per hour. So Pushpak Viman is an unobservable category. Now expressed in terms of observable category. Similarly, once upon a time there was a princess. How was she looking? Very beautiful. How? How much beautiful? You take a name of the heroine. Alia Bhatt, Katrina Kaif, Rekha, Hema Malini, like this. Depending what suits you. So all these heroines are of observable category. But princess were not seen. Once upon a time there was a princess. So in this manner, Levi-Strauss says it is virtually history. So this first feature is history or not history. All right. Number two, myth is timeless. Myth timeless. It is equally applicable, meaningful. It was in the past, in the present, and will be meaningful and applicable in the future. Myth is timeless. Number three, uh, the things which are the characters which are found in a myth are found in reality. Because he has dealt with Western society, so he's talking about evil grandmother. Evil grandmother myths are popular in you know, in Western societies. All right. Here also, in reality, grandmothers are evil. There are many movies which have been made like grandmothers are witches. Here also, we have in India we have such kind of myths like Kansa's mother's brother, Kans Mama, Sakunya's mother's brother, Sakuni Mama. They have been detrimental to Ego's family. Anyway, I mean, the characters which are found in the myth, the nature of the character, are also found in the reality. Number three. Number four, every myth has a message which is codified. The listener, the receiver, decodifies to understand it. All right. Number five, through a myth, a depressed mind finds expression and gets relaxed. Okay. So, suppose somebody is beaten up, comes and tells in front of others that I have beaten up the person, he gets relaxed. So, beating up a frustrated lover or one sided lover or something like this, which has made the person depressed, if he tells a myth, he finds he's relaxed. Okay. And number six, A myth may provide some unwelcome contradictions, all right, like incest between father and daughter, mother and son, cannibalism, patricide, fetricide. So there are 6 characteristics of a myth, which Levi-Strauss has explained. All right. Now, Levi-Strauss has analyzed many myths. We would be discussing here Oedipus complex. Oedipus complex is a Greek myth, very popular myth. We'll just discuss the main characters of Oedipus complex. Okay, all these you will find in Structural Anthropology, chapter 1 and chapter 2. You can read as well. 1963, I have already said. Okay, then what is Oedipus complex? I'll just say the main characters, main relationships, main happenings. Okay. God Zeus, J-D-U-S. God Zeus seduces a human girl, Europa. Her brother Cadmus, despite prohibition, note it, despite prohibition, searches for Europa. He asks to follow a cow, and when the cow stops to perform the sacrifice of the cow stops walking. To perform the sacrifice, Cadmus searches for water, finds a pond guarded by a dragon, fights with the dragon, kills the dragon, sows the teeth, out of which 2 Spartois are born. Two Spartois, twins. The Spartois kill each other. They fight and they kill each other. Okay, this is the first part. Second part of the story, myth, Oedipus complex. After some time, the city of Thebes was found to be established there. Thebes is a very famous city in Greece, ancient Greece. All right. Ruled by King Laos, who was a left-sided person. Left-sided means differently disabled. Okay. His father was Lagdakos, who was a lame person, again disabled. His son was Oedipus, who was solen-footed, again disabled. Lagdakos lame, his son Laos was the king, left-sided, his son Oedipus, swollen-footed. Oedipus' wife, Queen Jocaste. Before the birth of Oedipus, Laos was told that his son would kill him. So after the birth of Oedipus, Laos goes to the forest, leaves Oedipus, comes back, declares that Oedipus is lost. Some years passed. After some time, Laos goes to the forest, confronts Oedipus, bracketed unknowingly. Oedipus kills Laos, bracketed unknowingly. All right. Queen Jocaste assumes headship. Okay. Then a woman monster, Sphinx, attacks the city of Thebes. Queen Jocaste declares that whoever kills Sphinx, she would give a hand and the state. Predict. Oedipus kills Sphinx, marries Jocaste. All right, marries Jocaste and becomes the head of the state. After knowing about the relationship, Jocaste commits suicide. Oedipus blinds himself. After the marriage, they had 3 children: Eteocles, Polynicus, 2 sons, and 1 daughter, Antigone. So after this thing happened, for the throne, Eteocles and Polynicus, they fight. Eteocles kills Polynicus. Antigone, despite prohibition, buries Polynicus. Buries Polynicus. All right. Now the story is over, the myth is over. Categorize them. Levi-Strauss categorized them. So Levi-Strauss has made 4 categories of this myth. Number 1 is overvaluation of kinship. That which is required, the relationship is given more value. Second is undervaluation of kinship. Within kinship category, people are killing each other. Third is human beings killing monsters. Fourth is human beings who are like monsters. Okay, so this is what I have done. Just see this. 1. Overvaluation of kinship. Cadmus, despite prohibition, searching for Europa. Oedipus killing Laos. Antigone, despite prohibition, burying Polynicus. These 3 are overvaluation of kinship. Undervaluation of kinship, Spartoi killing each other. Alright. Oedipus killing Laos. Eteocles killing Polynicus. Human beings killing monsters. Cadmus killing the dragon. Oedipus killing Sphinx. Human beings who are like monsters. 3 people who are differently able. Society thinks that they are not exactly like human beings. And even there are many societies who thinks that there are sort of bad traits to visualize them. That is Lagdakos, a lame person, Laos, a left-sided person, Oedipus, a swollen-footed person. Levi-Strauss analyzes like this. Levi-Strauss not on his own. What the society is saying. Okay. Now just see. Equation emerges. 1:2. 1:2 is equal to 3:4. Alright. Now it has to be found out this is a model or not. How? Number 1, it is like a social system because it has very interconnected and interdependent parts. There are 11 parts categorized into 4 columns. Alright. Number 2, predictability. It is there already. We have predicting things. Number 3, it can be transformed. Had it not happened, it would have been transformed. And number 4, from the equation 1:2 is equal to 3:4, it is intelligible. In this manner, it is a model. Alright. Levi-Strauss has analyzed many more things, including caste and totem. The major criticism would be all this structural analysis, which we call structuralism, may not be applicable to contemporary, complex, globalized societies. There are many, including in India, some anthropologists they have verified them in different tribes, which was not applicable. But those kind of criticisms are not much valid today. This analysis is considered to be one of the finest analyses. Thank you very much.